Yeah, but I tell you, we was talking about grandma doing snuff, Fluke. You remember how
Boy.
she used to do the you do the snuff and stuff like that? Was it Copenhagen? What was it, man?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was
Mm-hmm.
something else.
It was Scott's.
Yeah, I used to have to go get it all the time.
That was the brand. It was called Scott's.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I know. I told Jaquari my welcome to the snuff moment was she called me in the room one day, right? I thought she was calling me to come and watch it because she had the Tigers game on. I thought she was coming in. You know, she sit down because she usually called me and sit down and watch the game with her, right? She said, "Can you pour that out for me, please?" I'm
Yeah, she
thinking,
did me the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Look here, man. My mouth watering right now, and you finna bring that shit up, boy. Hey, man, you good on
hey,
that?
hey, Fluke, I told you, Quarry, she that mason jar it would be this, it would be all the way up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
you
trying to get
look,
that image out my head that I'm seeing right now, man.
Hey, Fluke.
she
Hey, Fluke.
said, "Don't pour it in the sink either. Pour it in the toilet."
Pull it in the toilet. Hey, Fluke. Hey,
Look
Fluke.
here.
You ever kick one of them jars over?
No, I never did that, but
Yeah.
I'm drinking
Well,
coffee right now, and it just happened to be the same goddamn color and shit, man. So
Yeah, yeah.
hey,
Same
we can
color.
move past that, man.
the
Yeah.
very that was that snuff was actually, man, my very, well, no, it wasn't my first, because I used to light the cigarettes off the stove for pop, but I think it was the thing that got me addicted to nicotine, because I snuck me a little, I snuck me a little dip of that shit, and was nauseous and threw up and hacked and shit for about 20 minutes, but after that I was high in the motherfucker. I
So
said, yeah,
you telling me it replaced it was your version of heroin then.
yeah,
Because you know when heroin cats get that first hit, they
mm,
throw up, they get sick and they throw up.
yeah,
Then the next thing you know, where that? I'm looking
yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Cause I,
Where
cause I,
that?
cause I swallowed that shit, But
Oh man.
yeah, I was high in the motherfucker shit. I was like, shit, this.
Look, I remember because our dad used to get both me and Fluke to light the cigarettes and shit, right? But see,
Mm-hmm.
we now I think I was the only one who didn't get addicted to cigarettes because y'all both soon after became smokers. You know
Hey
what I'm
man,
saying?
I've
I'm
been
gonna tell you.
smoking. I've been smoking legit the better part of my goddamn life.
Here's the crazy thing. I knew Jaquari was lost to us, right, Fluke? Because John said he said, "Spoke, go ahead and light that cigarette." So me and John sitting there talking and shit, right? It's a couple minutes. Couple minutes. John said, "Hey, where that boy at with my cigarette?" Spoke. Shit. Spoke came walking in the room.
Eyes blip.
I laughed for 15 minutes straight. Like, look at this, man.
I was probably all bleary eyed and shit.
Look
Yeah,
here. Come in with a
yeah.
half a cigarette and the ass this goddamn long on that motherfucker.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
sir. Yes, sir.
And every once in a while I ask him if he needs a cigarette lit.
Yeah, like he told me, he said, "Son, light this cigarette for me, man, and please come back with more than half the goddamn cigarette, man."
He did. He knew his sons, Jack. Probably when he seen I was stressed and shit, he's like, God damn. I guess he got to have something. Go on and light this cigarette on the stove. And that's what I did.
And you know what's so crazy about it is, I remember when Mama was smoking. Because, she had big gaps in between smoking and not smoking. What was them long brown that was in the green pack? And I think that was in the gray pack. Moors.
Horrors.
Hmm.
I used to have to go to the store. And that's a funny thing, right? When I was when we was in our little teens, right? we was going to the store getting cigarettes all the time. You know what I mean?
Now cigarettes and Jumbo, what?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, DJ, what's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, we
Let's
live
get it.
right. We
Let's-
live right now. So
Oh, shoot.
no, you
I was
good?
getting ready to say something. I'm glad you told me.
No,
Well,
as long
say it.
as it's not X-rated.
Hey, listen, the damn FCC be right sending mails to y'all houses. They ain't gonna send me shit because they don't know where the hell I live at. I live in the damn dungeon.
Yeah.
Yo, but you doing all right, man? Welcome back, brother.
I'm great, man. I'm happy to be a part of this program, man. I was just gonna do the inner part and keep Big Dog saying, come on and join the family.
Listen, DJ.
He said it's gonna cost me 20. He said it's gonna cost me 20. He said it's gonna cost me $25, though, but that's cool. Though. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. DJ is a loner, so when he calls me for two reasons, and the most was if we ain't talked in a while.
That's
He said,
right.
Hey man, what's up with you? What's going on, man? Right?
That's right.
And then the second one is I gotta pay attention because he'll check in, and then it's like, all right, brother, you be cool, right? But when he extend the conversation, okay, I said, hey man, do you want to come on? He said, yeah, I'm gonna listen to y'all tonight. You know, blah blah blah. He said, listen to us tonight twice. I said, okay, he wants to come on. Come on, bro. Come
Come on
on.
over. Join the crew. Join the family.
Yeah.
We told you, brother. It's an open invitation, man.
Yes, sir.
It's on you.
Let's go.
You know, for Midwest kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Midwest mentality, yo, is nothing like it. I don't care what people say. You can talk
That's right.
about that East Coast thing, you know, that Southern thing, that West Coast thing, but that Midwest thing, for real.
But some people think if you're from the Midwest, something wrong with you. Like you think a weird, old fashioned, you ain't smooth with it or something. You know, something wrong with you.
No. We fit in everywhere.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'd have people tell me, well, you know, you're a little slow strong, so yeah, let me explain it. Really? Well, go ahead.
We just be thinking. That's all. Just thinking.
Yeah.
That's all.
Go ahead and explain to me how I'm slow, and when you're done, I'll explain to you what I've observed.
Damn.
You know, in the meantime, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, hey, look, I wouldn't have it no other way. No. At one time when I was a youngin' in my 18 and 20s going to Pitt, I was around actual New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, Queens, that type of deal, right? And it was interesting. You know, the men and women, they was interesting.
Yeah.
But then they lost me
Yeah.
when they want to call everybody else country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how does that figure? How you figure that out?
We get everything first.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true, bro, but you tell everybody you do, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got some good friends from New York, so it's not like I got a problem with it. It's just, it was funny. My indoctrination to all the different cultures was when I went to college.
Okay.
Good. Look, Pittsburghers is down home cats, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, can get a little wild. Philly, you know what I'm saying? DC, Baltimore, New Jersey cats, New York cats, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was all that mixed up in there, you know what I'm saying?
Like a melting pot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, but it was always, you know, it was always a learning experience, you know, just being around people and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like when I'm around new people or whatever. I don't necessarily feel it's necessary. Yeah.
Necessarily feel is necessary.
Yeah. To like tell them where I like for people to guess where I'm from. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times.
Hold on a minute. You gotta explain that one. You lost me on that one.
Cause I mean, I just I lived in different places, man. Just being a natural mimic of people in those places or whatever. Sometimes I might use a slightly southern accent because I lived in North Carolina. I've been around a lot of people from uh, northern cities or whatever, so I might speak a little fast and you use jargon or whatever. But people are very surprised when they find out that I'm from Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
People think that Michigan is like Detroit, Flint, and farmland. That's all they think Michigan is. Like, what the
Okay.
fuck?
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'll put it up on the screen, but another friend to the show, KJ. What's going on? KJ says, here we go. KJ says, here we go, gents. End of the year, hell of a year. I'm proud of you cats, and I love y'all. Strong Perspective Podcast is outstanding. You said you was country, Keefy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Right? You was cool country. Always love my guy. See, this is what I'm talking about. New York. Hey, KJ from New York. You know what I'm saying? and it's funny because of the what's going on, Javon?
Yeah.
Family, what's the deal, bro?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Y'all's son. Yeah, but it's funny. Like I watch. Like I had a good friend from New York, a teammate, Andre Williams, right? And he used to be on that country bumpkin, blah blah blah, bit bit bit. And I'm like, yo, the majority of y'all cats is from the islands, bro. Y'all from Haiti, y'all from Jamaica. That's where y'all from.
Mm.
So, am I lying or not? Is that country or not? That's as country as you can get, right? Coming from the island.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to bash. It was just a funny thing.
I don't take offense to being called country though.
No,
I don't either.
Hell, I describe myself as a cowboy.
Well, listen, it's hard not to be when your father from Mississippi and your mom from Arkansas. So I mean,
that's some realness.
how you gonna avoid that?
That's real as hell. No. Oh, you muted, DJ. Hey, you got a mic, man?
Oh yeah. First time out.
Man, look, you hold on, DJ. Now you know you need a mic when you talk on here, man. You're a veteran of the show. Now, but go ahead and try though. Unmute yourself and let's hear you. See if we hear the echo. You gotta unmute yourself, DJ.
Okay.
All right, you good. Go ahead. But go ahead. What you gonna say?
You got me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
So my introduction in New York, right? I was in the military at the time. So a couple of my fellas, man, like, yo, come on up, man, up to the way. I'm like, okay, I'll go. So we was out for a 4-day weekend. These dudes took me to the Bronx. All right? The Bronx. And that's as foreign to me. So we on the subway, man. I'm looking around like a tourist, like a real tourist. Them cats like, yo, man, what the hell wrong with you? Don't be looking up like that trying to read where you going. You gonna get us damn killed or robbed. Just look down and let us do all that. We got everything. You just walk and just ride. Because I'm always trying to figure out where I'm at in case I get lost. Well, damn, I was on such. But that was why I had to happen. They were serious about that thing, man. You know, New York is you'll get walked over. It's just busy. It's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Ain't nobody got time to babysit you, man. So yeah.
But people don't really understand, man. You know, like I don't have a criminal mind, so I don't know. But shit, you know, you look at maps or whatever, get yourself oriented or whatever, man. Because it's presence, man. It's not looking like a tourist. If you look intimidated in any situation, somebody, you know, a shark is gonna rush you.
Yeah, it's gonna eat you.
Oh yeah.
I think it's innate in all of us to leave breadcrumbs, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Always find your way back home.
No doubt. Hey, listen, we're gonna continue this, but it's time to do the opening. I'm gonna see y'all on the other side, bro.
Okay.
Welcome everybody to this edition of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, along with
Uncle Spoke.
Damon Armstrong.
DJ, the guns, Marine Corps. Ooh.
Right.
Gunnery Sergeant. There you go.
Good to see
Look,
you.
and every bit of it in person, his personality, every bit of it. I always enjoyed that brother. I was like, my man.
Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Shit.
Listen, this is Strong Perspective Podcast. And look, this is a conversational show where we have every person in every walk of life. We have famous people like KJ Jones and Keith Barnes and my brothers and myself and DJ and who have great conversations, man. It is what we do. We promote the conversation because not saying it's a lost art. I just think that it gets a little ignored because of the sensationalism of everything. And hey, I feed into the sensationalism, so don't get me wrong, like, oh man, I'm not being a snob. No, sir. But my thing is, I don't know about you guys, but I love conversation. I really do. You know what I'm saying? And do us a favor, go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Build our numbers up so we can spread the word, the communicative word. You know what I'm saying? And guys, welcome. Hey, Jaquari, how was your day today?
My day was almost perfect, man. It was almost perfect. You know, any difficulties I found in it, I created myself. You know, holding on with both hands, man. Every time I feel it slipping, I remember I am created in God's divine image.
So, you know what? That's perfect, man. But you know what popped in my mind, trying to be funny. I said, whenever I got it in my hand and slipping, I said, you know what? That's a little bit too much lotion when I was a little boy, youngin'.
Okay. All right.
That's when you got to switch up, bro.
Damn.
Damon,
I didn't believe he kept that to himself. You know? Shit.
Damon, how you doing today, brother? Welcome back, man. You know,
I
how
know,
are
man.
you?
It's
How
been a
are you,
minute,
man?
bro. I'm doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Always land on my feet, brother. You know what I'm saying? Spend the day with my grandbaby. She made sure I did my stretches and all that, you know, so I can keep up. You know,
Yes,
that was
sir.
pretty much what my day was.
Okay. Cool. DJ, man, welcome back again. Like I said, how was your day today, brother?
I appreciate y'all, man, always. It was fantastic, man. For me, anytime you're into the dirt, you're okay. And got a little exercise in, ate again. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm doing good, man. I'm just enjoying living. That's all. And I'm just happy to be here tonight with you fellas.
Okay. As hyper as you is, you know, you got to eat all the time, brother. What
All
you
the
talking
time. Burn them calories.
about? Oh, yeah. Okay, look. I put as the heading for this episode, basically the yearly roundup, this year in review, and all these different things like that. We got a lot to talk about, so I got a couple things I want to bring up. But is there anything that you guys or the guys out there that's looking at it now, put in a comment what you think we should be talking about right now? But is there any topic you guys want to talk about real quick?
Any topics from past shows?
This past years, past shows, whatever you want to do.
I'll say this, that last one y'all did, I I just happened to Google it, man, and y'all, that was deep. The one I think was it last week? Y'all talking about the rappers and different things like that. If anybody can go back and catch that in their library, man, pull that one up. That was one of the deepest contents that I think y'all brothers have had. It was nice. It really was.
Yeah, I believe it was last week.
Yeah,
You know?
that was straight right there.
Damon Jacquard, you got anything?
I don't remember, man. I can't remember the shows, man. I really can't.
Okay, well, what you want to talk about is what I'm saying. We ain't got to talk about the shows, you know what I mean? Because we did about a $150 of them so far. Probably more than that.
Is that many?
Oh no, I think it's a little more than that. But
Wow.
Anything you want to talk about?
We talking about your the youngin last night, man. Won the Heisman. We had a little discussion about him last night.
Travis Hunter and the girlfriend.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Let's just start from there.
Yes.
And I want an old head point of view because
Yes.
man, look, listen, I want to get it from you guys before I give you. No, let me give you my take, man, so y'all understand where I'm coming from. I understand people who want to help. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
People who want to help by giving their opinion, right? Now, me understanding that kid, no matter the circumstances, that kid has been with that woman since she was 17.
Okay.
Even though she's a little older.
She's 2 years older. 2 years older.
This is before he even smelled any money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, she immature and young as hell. You could tell they both are.
Mm-hmm.
Because Travis could have easily just said, instead of getting on there defending his woman, defend his relationship. I like it, so you need to love it. That's just how I feel, right? Of course, and I really mean this, everybody was a sucker in some kind of way in their relationship.
That's right.
In their past, in some kind of way. So that's why I started with, I understand if people are trying to help. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that, and I said this, and then I'm going to leave it with you guys. KJ said Travis need to have a prenup. I'm going to leave this with you guys, right? To me, this is how I feel. And in the beginning, it might have been, I said this to you and Damon yesterday, Jacquard. It might have been in the beginning that she was the most important part of their relationship. But she's not anymore. I'm not talking about she need to go up in there and be supportive. Whatever they want to do, what they want to do. But I'm talking about her mentality, what it seems to us. And we don't know them. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get on there and say, you know, and that's that young shit. Oh, I wasn't attracted to him at first. I left him in my DMs. Okay, that don't need to be said.
Yeah. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's cool.
You know, it's cool. You don't need to say that you wasn't attracted to him at first. It don't make a difference. But now I'm not critiquing her. What I'm saying to you is she kind of left it open for these do-gooders and dickheads to hop in there. And that's what I was going to say. What do you guys think?
So, go ahead, man.
Please, no, sir. Please.
So I'm gonna speak. I'm a girl dad. So the hell with it. I'm gonna come like that. I'm glad they've been together since they was kids. When she was buying him hamburgers and French fries because he didn't have nothing. Okay, she is 2 years older. She is supposed to be 24. He's supposed to be 22. Okay, let them do what they gonna do.
Yeah.
Get you a prenup, but hey, that's your queen. And just take your time with babies. He's a brand new rookie. Let him play. She got to know her place. Stay in her lane. Let him be a pro ball player. If you look at cheerleaders or look at other people, he's going to be going over here in Miami, the Raiders, the Giants, wherever, and play ball. Don't stand his way. Let him do his thing. Be the queen. Support him. Look at Aisha Curry, Vanessa Bryant, Savannah James. They've been together all 20 years. That's an example of just 3 of many, but they stood. They standing strong. She gonna stand strong, be in her place, walk your lane, support your man, and enjoy the ride. Shit, and then keep your mouth shut and don't be on that TikTok all the time because that's gonna grow old. That's just me. That's how I look at it. Do what you gotta do, boo boo.
And that's the thing. I think that's why people feel like they can jump into their situation because they became together with their TikTok and their IGs and all that. They blew up. Now they're getting a little bag. She getting a little bag from that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you letting us into your life, so we should have our opinion. No, the fuck you shouldn't. But yes, you should at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? That's all. Like, come on, have some tact. Damon, Jaquari, what y'all think?
They, you know, I didn't realize they had been together that long, you know, but I think, man, the one thing that you get from this whole experience is that, man, keep people out your business, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna find a way to scrutinize it some type of way, even if it's positive. They're gonna find some negative to it, man. And that can be coming from a place of hating. That could be coming from a place of sincerity. Who knows what people's motivation is? But by the same token, man, the only way it's going to, you know, thrive and survive is you got to go through it together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to go through it together and stay, you know, keep it honest and a buck with each other, man. You know, don't let nobody infiltrate because the haters gonna come. And this dude a unicorn, man. He don't need to be distracted with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, Jaquari?
Yeah, I said it, man. You know, I don't have an opinion on it, man. Let them young folks develop into who they're gonna develop into. If they grow apart, you know. Hopefully, man, they learn from their mistakes. And they don't carry that baggage into the next relationship. You know, God forbid there is a next relationship. They've been together this long, and you know, if they choose to stay together, then you know, maybe all this outside scrutiny, man, is something that's going to strengthen their bond. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as far as the spotlight, as far as lifestyle or whatever, I mean, shit, this is it. This is who they are. This is who she's gonna be. She was. I mean, I don't know, you know, where she was dancing or whatever, but she probably had a name.
Yeah.
She probably had. She probably had a name when she was dancing.
Might have been named Sugar Britches or Diamond or something.
No, I mean, you know, like you know, she probably had a certain level of popularity. You know,
Wow.
People with big personalities, man. You know, I don't care what the situation is. If you have a big personality, you're gonna try to get some of that spotlight, and that's what it is.
But here's one thing: I don't think that she was ever trying to get the spotlight or trying to steal it from him. What she exhibited to me was being immature. And like I said earlier, this is my opinion. If she was my daughter, this is the advice I should give her. Don't ever go into, when she was growing up, don't ever go into a relationship. And if you feel like you're the most important person in that relationship, instead of the relationship being the most important part of it. Because, you know, it's a difference. In every relationship, you know, it's a difference, right? Where the kind of relationship, it's all kinds of relationship, but you know, what really, when you're young, what dominates, the two that dominates is one of the two people think that they're the most important part of that relationship. Like they shit don't stink. Oh, he worshiped the ground, or I got her locked. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then when something happened, now all of a sudden they have nervous breakdowns, and then they hide in bushes and shit, and then they, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you
cutting
And
tires.
we learn that as we get older, that the
cutting
relationship
tires and
is
busting
more
windows
important
and
than the
shit.
individuals, right?
Mhm.
Can y'all agree with me and disagree? If you disagree, just let me know why. That when we get older, when we have relationships, it shifts from individual importance to that relationship importance. Because as men, and I'm being real about this, we give up a lot for our relationships as individuals. What do you think?
We do.
Guys out there in the chat, what do y'all think? We give up, as men, we give up a whole lot when it comes to our relationships.
That's deep right there. Gosh, as much as I like to talk, well, you called me at a standstill on that one. Damn.
Okay, let
That's-
me elaborate
that's
this
deep.
a little more.
Man.
If you love your woman, right? And your woman, whether she asks for it or not, you have to give up something that's personal to you as far as your time is concerned. That's personal to you, or activity is concerned. Because you'll give it up. A man will give it up quicker than a woman would give it up. I think. That's my opinion. Now, any young ladies out there that disagree with me, please let me know and give me your side of it. But that's how I see it. That we give it up quicker. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of the relationship.
So you saying like time is you saying when you mean by time, you mean like coming home after work and doing those kind of things, or you mean just putting everything aside, all the past? When you say time, what do you mean by time?
Okay, what I mean by time is this. Before you got with your significant other, right?
Okay.
You were used to going wherever.
Okay.
You didn't have
True.
no accountability to no one.
True that. True.
You spent your money, and I'm talking about when this relationship is serious. You spent your money the way you wanted to spend it. You feel me? And you did whatever you wanted to do on an individual basis. But then when you get in a relationship, and I'm speaking in this in a broader sense more than anything, because everybody got different relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get into a relationship, you kind of give up a little bit so the relationship can thrive, so it can live.
Okay.
You think about all the examples of like men in committed relationships and marriages that you know who have basically unconsciously separated themselves from their families and moved around their woman's families, and they interact primarily with their woman's families. They don't, they might go home once a year, as opposed to going to several events, several of her family's events a year or whatever. Your family is really not prioritized anymore.
Because you're taught that. We're taught to do that, to leave the nest and to go forth with ours. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And it's not your woman's, your wife, your girlfriend's fault of that. It's just the fact that we've been conditioned to like, hey, you standing on your own. You feel what I'm saying? You standing on your own, then stand on your own. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when it came to me and my wife, I had to be selfish when it came to visiting my family. Because she's gonna always say yes to go see her family, because that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. That's my point.
Mm.
That's my point. She ain't never got that out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was always, well, so and so and such is sick. Well, that's too bad. What they gonna do? Not what y'all gonna do. What they gonna do?
Yeah.
Because you here with me in mind right now.
Yeah.
But let the shoe be on the other foot.
Yeah.
We on the first thing smoking the way up.
So you mean like, Keith, okay, let me just go there for a minute. You mean like in a married perspective, or just boyfriend, girlfriend, living together, or just as general?
Love, when you feel you in love with somebody.
Okay.
And because go ahead.
Because you said time. When you cohabitating, it ain't your time. It's her time, and it's the kids' time. You just get in when you can fit in. That's just the American way. You go to work, you come home, you expected to jump right in there and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way we do business. When are you gonna have time for yourself? So I say early on in the beginning, you either make time, make that known. Look, I gotta go with the boys, hang out a little bit, whatever we gonna do. So that way I can stay positive and stay focused on this thing. Because if I just keep doing the same thing, especially young cats, they get old, they get bored. They're like, man, I'm tired of doing this. And before you know it, you got 2-3 headed youngin', and it's been 10 years, he ready to go about his business. So you got to have a plan along the way. That's why a lot of folks are not trying to really hate on Travis, but they're trying to make him look ahead to where they went through. And that's why I say you can't do that, man, because everybody's different. Shit, things work different.
Everybody's different.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Damon, I mean, you always have the same but a slightly different perspective on this. What do you think?
But my thing is this, man. It all depends on the support system that your woman has, man. You know what I'm saying? If they're close to their mom or dad or whatever, it's going to that connection is going to be there. And far be it for me to interrupt that relationship. As far as the man and his family, that's just a matter of deciding. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm interacting with mine too, and there shouldn't be any animosity there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of making a decision, you know. But I wouldn't make it I wouldn't see it as some type of conflict.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Though it's not supposed to be. But
Right.
I think.
But what, don't you think 20 is different than when you're 40 or 50 though?
No,
20.
I get that.
I'm just saying.
I get that, but look, let me tell you something I told my son. And our parents, they met when they was teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we met our wives, we was in our 20s. You feel me? It get later and later. So I told my son, listen, if you find somebody that you think you in love with, I'm supportive of it. I'm not going to talk against it. But I know from 20 to 27,
Woo.
and I'm joking when I say this, but I'm serious at the same time.
Boy.
There's a propensity for the majority of us not being shit. You understand what I'm saying to you? Not from a selfish point of view, is my opinion. What you're doing, you may be doing right. So it's not like you doing some sneaky shit. No, I'm talking about as far as you still thinking, oh, what the fuck? What about me? What about me?
That's what I just said. Yeah.
What about me? You know, I think the older we get, sometimes we go in different directions. Because look, DJ, you're single.
Correct.
And you were on earlier episodes of ours where you said you're looking for love. Let me
clarify that. God dang on it. So man, the expectation, like you've been saying, the expectations are different when you 22 versus when you 58, 62, 63. It's the expectations. Like, I ain't trying to raise no grown woman, and I ain't had no woman trying to raise me because I'm set in my ways.
Gotcha.
And like Damien was saying, you got to know your role, man. It's a delicate situation. You know well, I know well, if your wife said, we going to her family's for Thanksgiving dinner, but you say, well, man, I thought last year we went to yours, but I want to go to mine. And if she walked around the house saying, but we're going to go over here because I already told my folks, we going, where you going to go? You're going to go to her people's house and you say, okay, we will at the end, we're going to go to my people's house at the end because I want to show my face over here. But you're going to go because happy wife, happy life. That's just the way you know. No. Let me finish that.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Let me finish that.
Happy life, happy
okay,
life.
Yeah, come back to that.
Go ahead.
But so with me, I'm easy to get along with. But as long as I say it, she got her place, I got mine. Shit. And when you bring in what you bring in, we come together and we good. But I don't want a woman trying to raise me. If you got a son, you got a son. I ain't gonna be your son. I'm a grown ass man. And I'm gonna do my role and play my role and do what I gotta do. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
How about that?
I want the three of y'all to comment on this, right? Good point, DJ.
Damn.
Good point. Happy wife, happy life, man. Is that a form of conditioning or not, man? Can y'all please come on, man?
Hey, man, it's a reason why. It's a reason why. They know words that they're rhyme with husband. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody give a fuck.
Yep.
They don't give a fuck.
That's true.
That's what it is. I mean, you know, you do everything you can, you know, within your power. Sometimes, you know, it's a little too much to make your wife happy, you know, but it ain't always reciprocated. It's not.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the shit that you do to make her happy is the right thing. I'm not saying that, you know, because as men, we go off of, you know, what we notice or whatever, not necessarily what they tell us. If my wife is partial to goddamn a certain brand of pocketbook or whatever, and I see, you know, every time she happy with a pocketbook purchase and it's that brand, then, you know, when I'm trying to do something nice, I'm gonna go out and find that brand.
Buy for it.
But yeah,
it's just money.
Yeah, but how many times have I ever gotten that right? No.
But you're supposed to establish that when you was 25 years old, though, not 25 years later. I'm saying.
It's always been like that. It's always been like that. I mean,
okay.
So it ain't nothing new. I mean, but you some situations, man, you know, it's just taken for granted that as a husband, you're gonna be taken for granted. That's just
true. That true.
Damon, what you think? Happy wife, happy life.
There's a lot of truth to that, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of truth to that. And if you start something, you got to finish that shit. You can't renege on it. You know what I'm saying? If you used to doing this, that means that's how you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
That's how you got it. Then you're gonna be a hypocrite and say, all right, I'm tired of doing that shit. We're gonna change it up.
I'm time for my belly to hang. Huh?
Okay.
They're gonna feel some type of betrayal behind that. No?
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
That's right.
To your point, Damon, to your point, what about on the wife's side? Do you have a betrayal when she don't keep up? And this is speculation. It's not you. I don't want you to answer because I need you to have a happy wife. So, but speculating on this. Does it matter to you that your wife is not the same person she was when you first met, that you was attracted to? Does that matter to you?
Absolutely, it matters.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
how do you mean?
You know, through that whole process of courting each other and coming together, you know, there's certain things that you become used to that she provides for you. You know what I'm saying? That be it the personality or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? You become used to it, and there's no confusion behind that. You know, there's no confusion behind it, and it's something that you know you can coexist with each other because it's a give and take situation. But if it's something that's if it's a situation where they like, look, you know why the only reason why I'm with you because you provided this and that, and there's no real real relationship or intimacy behind that, man. It's not built on a strong foundation, man. It's just like, only reason why I'm with you because you give me this. You know what I'm saying? Or a situation to say, you know what, I love the way you love me, so that's the only reason why I'm with you. Bullshit.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
That you can, that's a joke. You know what I'm saying? And you can't build anything on that premise, man. It's just silly.
I got you.
You know.
So do you? Hold on, Keith. Hold on a minute, Keith. Do you stay in that, or do you say, man, we need counseling, or somebody need to go? What do you do?
Well, you come up with the understanding that that's what it was built on. You know, you provided this for this person to make them happy, and that's the only reason why they with you. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
So should you tell them from beginning to the end, this is what I love about you. Please don't change. Should you go that route, or should it just be you mentioned it one time and you expect them to hear you?
So Keith, hold on a minute, Keith. So let's just say this. I'm gonna go there for a minute. I don't want you to get in trouble because let's say you've been buying your wife flowers for 10 years, 10 years or 12 years. And then you buy flowers and she say, you know what, I don't really like flowers. But you've been buying them for 12 years or whatever. And you say, well, dang, why you didn't tell me that earlier? And let's say it turns to an argument. And you say, well, what do you like? And she say something like this. Check this out, Jakari. Let's say she say, well, you're supposed to know because you've been here 12 to 15 years, but you still buy them damn flowers I don't like. Now what you gonna do?
That sounds like a person.
Yeah. No, it happens.
Let me ask you this then. And I'm answering your question, actually, DJ. Our job is to listen to our women. Their job is to listen to us. Right?
Okay.
So when you feel your woman is not listening to you, that is a problem, correct?
Correct.
Now, if she don't communicate to you, hey, these flowers is getting on my nerves, right?
Right.
And how do you, and I'm speaking for the fact that your reaction to it, you said, well, why didn't you tell me that a long time ago?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't, and being the advocate on this, then let me ask you a question. Why not just say, okay, and leave it there?
You saying the dude or the wife?
Yeah, the dude, like, oh, you don't want, okay, that's it.
That's too simple though.
But and sometimes the simplest thing, DJ, the simplest thing
but how
causes
many
the biggest problems.
Keith, you know and I know, how many black men gonna go, okay, all right, baby, that's cool. I'm gonna change.
I'm putting my hand up. If my wife tells me,
if
my wife tells me,
look,
hey, Keith, I don't want you to do that particular no flowers anymore. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure out a way to spend my flower money on something personal or something that she asked for.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you my experience, man. You know, early in my relationship, before we even got married, man, you know, I would buy her things, and I was told on several occasions that our taste didn't match, and I said, okay. So, you know what I did? I stopped buying shit.
Wow.
Simple as that. I stopped buying.
Or you read the signs and say every time you buy some flowers, and they ain't put in a vase of no damn water and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man. I mean, but
you can interpret a whole lot behind that. Hey, baby, I appreciate the flowers, but you see, I don't put them in no water in no vase, man. You ain't got the hint yet. You the one watering these flowers and pruning it and hedging them and all that. Mm-hmm. It's just obvious, man.
But it's
into these flowers.
As intuitive as probably every woman in my life claims to be, they're not very intuitive, you know, in regards to their mates, because, you know, intuition would have told them to, at some point, to tell them to stop buying the goddamn flowers.
Okay.
If you don't like it, if you don't like a situation, okay, all right, you may have enjoyed it in the beginning, okay, but after a certain period of time, it starts to, you know, get old.
Right there.
Yeah,
right there.
It gets old and everything.
That's the answer.
The best thing you can do as the recipient is to say, well, you know what, I'm not really feeling those, you know, anymore. So, you know, it's cool if you stop.
Look,
Instead of letting those small annoyances build into a conflict over the years. That's not his. That's not my fault as the man buying the flowers. That's you as a fucking recipient not being honest and telling me that you don't like the shit no more. That's what that is.
okay, now this is an isolated case when it comes to this flower situation that we on, right? If my wife communicated that to me, I would look at her. First thing I would do, because I've known her for 38 years, I would say, how was your day today? Before I even made a decision, how was your day today? Because sniping is a big part of long relationships.
What do you mean by that?
When you're in a long relationship, this is my experience. When you're in a long relationship, this is 3 decades, man, going on 4. When you're in a long relationship, the way that we both, our days have went, might have us sniping about stuff that we do not really and truly mean.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like me personally, I'm a straightforward person. So I tell you, I would have told you a long time ago. But when it comes to, like, some people will be like, oh, I don't have nothing to example, I don't have nothing against you giving me these flowers. But at this moment, quit giving me these fucking flowers. You know what I'm saying? Then, because we are logical. What are we gonna do? Well, hell, I ain't gonna get you no damn flowers then.
Give you no more.
But
Man, look here.
a week later, hold on, Damon. A week later, oh, where my fucking flowers at?
See? What do you do?
You go get the flowers.
Get the flower.
Here's the thing, man. We got to be honest with ourselves, man. If you buying your woman a watch every year, and she coming up to you with her old watch to say, baby, I just need the battery changed. Can you change the battery for me, man? You know what I'm saying? And then you look and say, well, hell, you haven't wore that watch I bought last year, the one I bought 2 years ago. You haven't wore those because I like this watch and I've been asking you for 2 years to change the damn battery.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or you walk in the flower shop and you yourself thinking, man, I've been buying these damn flowers, man. Every month I've been buying these damn flowers. I'm tired of coming up in this joint. Can you imagine if she tired of getting them joints and she ain't put it in the vase or wall? You know what I'm saying? So it's about being imaginative, man. And that's the main thing that they be thinking about. That's the main thing. Man, you can't think of nothing but give me these damn same flowers, man.
But you know what, though? It seems to me, maybe I'm wrong, far-fetched in saying this. I think, because the women are watching, so I got to be careful. I think men tend to won't argue. They just kind of take it and go with it. And I think women literally, flower-wise, like that self-rising situation where they can get it out of you to make you understand. So they tend to mind to argue a little bit and bring it on. And you're like, well, okay, I just won't buy them no more. But that doesn't fix the problem. What do you want that will make you just as happy than me buying them damn flowers? What can I do? Am I wrong or what am I doing?
Well, how would you respond?
What if every now and then you go to every time you go to your desk, there's a coupon there for something or for a purse or whatever, giving you them hints, you just ain't buying it. You just not paying attention to it.
I don't need no hints though, man. just if you want to switch up, just tell me you want to switch up. We don't.
I like that. Right
we,
there.
we,
Right
we,
there.
we don't need to make this into no big thing. Shit. I invest. I do investigations at work.
Mm.
Yeah.
I kind of like the shit to be simplified when I'm at home.
You know what? I'm with you guys, and I agree in so many ways that you guys just communicated. I think my thing is you got to know your mate also. Meaning, if your mate wants to get into I don't believe in argument, but get into a sniping contest,
Mm-hmm.
and you're good at it, she is going to be hurt all the time. And you're going to turn into bad guy.
Hold on, Keith.
The bad guy.
Hold on, Keith. What you mean by being hurt? Say that. Break that down right quick.
If you know how to actually communicate, and I'm not talking about denigrate, downgrade. No, I'm talking about communicate, where
Okay.
you actually win. No, you make your point. This is men and women. If you're able to make your point, your mate eventually this is my opinion, is going to be resentful of you because they're going to look at you as an asshole. Because all I did was tell you how I felt. You know what I'm saying? You told me how you felt, and I told you how I felt.
That's knowledge right there. That's knowledge.
But you know what? I said it earlier, and ladies who's watching this, please comment on this. But I said it earlier, men give more to the relationship than women do.
I think they do.
I'm talking about the emotional part of it. I'm not talking about, the love and, cooking and being there for your mate, because I think that's a give and take. I'm talking about how you give up a part of yourself. And it may not be a major part of yourself, but just to make time for her in the relationship.
I think the main point we need to remember is the fact that more than likely the goddamn flowers is not even the issue.
Nope, it's not.
The flowers are not the issue.
It's the thought process.
I don't even think it's a thought process. I mean, that's if somebody want to rumble, man, that's just what it is.
Okay. Before we go on, I'm putting up here, but I'm thinking people are missing some of this. Keith Barnes and Malika, they're making great points. Keith Barnes said, buy her some self-rising flour if she doesn't like flowers, right? And then his next joint was, if you buy self-rising flour, everybody can eat biscuits and cake and make a happy family.
That's absolutely right. You know what? Because like I said, I don't buy her anything no more. Instead, we go shopping and we both get our shit off.
Ooh, you're a better man than me, because my wife like to walk in circles for hours, man. I can't.
Fuck it, man. I'm working for a payday right now.
Yeah.
So
listen, I give my wife, say this is no lie. This guy's honest truth. I give my wife 45 minutes. 45 minutes. And that is clearly not even nearly enough for her when she go in the store. I love her to death. She my heart. But I cannot do that. I cannot spend 3 hours in the store, dog.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough right there, boy.
I used to be like that until my wife showed me how to shop. I used to go in there and come out with 2-3 items and shit and spend about $400. The same amount of money, I come out with 15 bags. And I'll be like,
hey, baby, when we going back?
Yeah. Hey,
and
man,
then she get up to the store and she got the coupon and she bought it. Well, look here, this got a tear on it or a string loose. Can we get it for a percentage off? I walk through the store for 3 hours.
That's motivation, man. That's motivation, man. Because before I met my wife, man, I didn't have drawers that I didn't wear or even take out the pack for 2 damn years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. teach you how to do it ahead of time. I get it.
Yeah, I only had 3 pairs of shoes that I wore. Now I'm stumbling all over the place. I mean, you know, I mean, it's definitely benefits and shit to having somebody with that eye in your life and shit, man. For real.
Quiet. So you do know the difference. She taught you the difference between work draws and other draws.
Hey, I done got to the point now where I ain't got no work draws. I just, you know, they're just underwear now.
Yeah. More pronounced.
I mean? Yeah.
Damn.
When I be traveling this shit, you know, all my t-shirts and my tank tops and underwear be in plastic, Jack. I bust them open.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got to wash nothing to go on a goddamn trip. I can just pack my shit up and go.
Yeah.
Malika said that this is the Keith's comment. If you see that she's not caring for flowers, why don't you just say, "Hey, do you like the flowers I buy?" If she says no, stop buying them. You know what I mean? It's not that complicated. Now, this coming from a woman, and a beautiful, strong woman.
Mm.
But see, that's the thing, though. Everybody ain't like you, cuz.
That's right. For real. For real, for real.
I just can't get past the point, man, that it'd just be easier if she just told me.
Mm.
I mean, because that's what I'm gonna do whenever, you know, when I want something changed or I don't like something, I say it. It don't mean that don't mean that it's always gonna happen, but I do voice it.
Yeah.
And she don't do that.
So all 3 of y'all are married. I'm gonna ask a question right now. It's gonna kind of shock everybody. But damn it, I gotta ask. Because I just don't know. Maybe I ain't got to that point yet. Is there ever a time when a husband with a D has got to be submissive? Answer that question for me.
What is your definition of submissive, though?
Like, okay, so if she says, let's do this, I want to do that, or we're going to change the way things are done in a marriage and relationship, the things we're going to change around the house, I would like to see them done like this versus the way it's being done last, whatever. I want to see it done like this. And you say, okay, baby, that's fine. We'll do it like that. But I don't mean little stuff. I mean big stuff, a lot of stuff. Not just the little bitty things, but say, you know what? She wants to change like this, and this is the way it's going to be done. Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Why?
Anytime as a man, you know, with how society says that we're supposed to run our households, anytime as a man, you stop it and you truly listen. That's submission. You don't think?
Wow. I mean,
I think, and just to piggyback on Jaquari, I was told by a very wise man, the sign of a good leader is someone who know how to follow.
Okay, I've heard that before.
You see what I'm saying?
I received that.
Look, if I understand if my wife was, I keep saying my wife, I'm not trying to personalize this too much, but if the woman that I'm involved with, right? If I see her as super intelligent, I'm going to listen to her.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to her when she has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it going to sway my opinion? You know, if we're together, of course, I'm going to reserve the right to change my mind from where I'm going with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, if I don't, I've never been in this position before, but if I don't think my woman has either common sense or the other kind of sense, I'm going to still listen to her because what she's doing is giving her observation of what she sees that we're going through.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
No, Keith. No. Stop.
Let me put it to you.
Wait. No. All right, go ahead, Jaquari. Go ahead, DJ.
Let me put it to you like this, DJ. If I'm Phil Jackson,
okay,
and I recruit Michael Jordan, and then bench him, what good was the acquisition?
Ooh.
I'm married my. Well, you know, no Diddy. I'm married. I married Michael. I married Michael Jordan.
Okay.
So I'll be a fool. I'll be a fool not to put her in the game.
Gotcha.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, Keith just said, I'm a little frustrated right now. I've known you for 25 years, man. You are 6'8", borderline 6'9", a dominant alpha male. You gonna sit here and tell me after all these years, and I'm not just gonna pick on you. If your missus says we're gonna do stuff this way, you gonna damn it do it. I don't see that like that. I don't see it.
DJ, I got a family.
Okay.
It's not just me. It's not just her. I have a family. If she says something that's right, brother, I would be a damn fool if I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's all.
Okay.
If you and your family unit is shitting and falling back in it, and your wife come and your wife come up and say, you know, honey, I know a way that we can just shit and wash our hands and walk away. You wouldn't listen to that.
Wow, that's deep. I'm learning. I'm never too old to learn. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Damon, you leaning your head back, man. What's your opinion, brother?
I'm just thinking about it from a personal perspective, man. There's been plenty of times I made a decision and my wife bumped my head and say, look, have you looked at it from this point of view? And she was right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and act like that never happened before, man. You know, so that's that give and take. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing submissive about it. It's two people working together to build something, man. And that's the way I look at it. Now, it also is contingent upon the communication, how it's conveyed to me also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Okay.
man, great damn point.
You know, if you're gonna boy me and talk and say, hey man, that's stupid or whatever, you know, come off on that kind of way. Of course, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna be.
It's time to turn it into the ravine.
I'll kill us all. God damn it.
Be sitting in your back in your mind, talking about what the fuck she thinks she's talking to, man. And that just gets rid of the whole conversation. You
turns your whole pride into it. Knowing your pride ain't shit right now, but you like fuck that.
Right. You right, but I ain't giving it to you right now.
Yeah.
We gonna table this shit.
Yeah. And so basically what it is how it's communicated to you. Is that a big part of because that's a big part of my situation, man. Because I'm always willing to listen because I've always been able to right my ship when I had my ear open.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But for me, man, honestly, man, for me, even that, man, you know, if anybody has earned the right to call me a dumbass motherfucker, it's my wife.
Okay.
If something in the program ain't working and I refuse to see it, and she's a knowledgeable resource for that something, I'll be a damn fool not to use it. And if you see that as submission, then hey, you know.
Yeah.
That's
hey, DJ.
But has it always been like that? Or have you grown into that?
DJ.
Yeah.
What is your definition of submission, brother? Because we giving you our opinion, but what is your definition of submission?
So, man, this is hard for me. So I've always thought that leadership was leadership.
You're gunning. Well, I understand that. But
it's gonna be like this until you can prove me wrong. And in this modern era, I ain't trying to fight no more. I'm like this, ladies. If you got a better way of doing it, I'm listening to these brothers that have been married for a long time and have been through everything you can think of. I'm at the point right now in my life, if you got a better way of doing it, then that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm hearing. If you got a better way of doing it, we're going to do it. It ain't always my way. Because that might not be the right way. Am I wrong or am I right?
Right.
I mean, shoot, if that's going to make it a successful situation, then damn it, that's what we're going to do. But I don't want to show weakness at the same time, like I'm giving up leadership, like if that makes sense to y'all.
Hey DJ, can I ask you this? As a retired Marine Corps gunnery sergeant, okay, we're at some point in time, were you ever in charge of a barracks?
A lot. Yes.
A lot. Okay. Would you run your house the same way you ran your barracks?
It won't work. I tried that.
Exactly.
I did. I tried it. My first time, and I crashed and burned.
You know
Yeah.
why? I mean, you know, if you ain't got a little, you don't got a little bend in you, then you know you gonna break. I mean, rigidity is only useful in a few things, man.
Okay.
Everything else got to have, you know, freedom of movement. You know, and metal has a mind, man. You know, it's firm and it's hard and it's rock solid. It still is. It's got a memory.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When they build the highest skyscrapers in the world, man, you know, strong structures, but when the wind blows, they sway.
That's true.
Doesn't deplete from the structure.
Wow, that's deep. There you go. You never learn till you listen. Got to listen.
That's real. That's real. I think just to change it up a little bit. In retrospective, how was your year? I'm talking about internally. How was your year?
My year, man, it was good in the sense that, you know, tragedy was limited. You know what I mean? But as far as self-development, man, as far as accomplishment, man, you know, I hadn't done anything, man, memorable. You know, that's why this year has been relatively quick for me.
Gotcha.
You know, it hadn't been filled with a lot of things that, you know, I could put my name on and say, well, you know, damn, you know, that was a hell of an accomplishment for me. You know, and I don't say that with any shame or anything like that, because, you know, if you accomplish one big thing a year, you know, throughout your life, you know, you had a hell of a life. Sometimes, you know, we as human beings go through periods of time where punching the clock is just what we doing. You know, but it's been a good year. It's been a good year. You know, I don't have anything that I can seriously complain about, man. So yeah, it's been good.
DJ.
My year was great until November 5th. Be honest with y'all. November 5th really dampened my year. I'm getting over it, but yeah, that was everything was great. And then at 7 o'clock that evening on November 5th was when it turned sour. And but I'm getting back together because I truly thought that she was going to be the president of the United States of America. And I was pulling for that young lady. I voted for her. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but the leadership, the human aspect that she projected, and the leadership that she projected was what I was looking for. And I was depressed for literally about 3 weeks. I really was. I'll be honest with y'all. But, you know, life goes on. That's what I got to say.
Okay. Damon.
My year was it was manageable, man. You know, I was able to always land on my feet, and for me as a black man, that's a good thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to see the forest before the trees. You know, health could be better, but glad to be here, man. And I appreciate, you know, and I stopped to smell the flowers, man. And I appreciate those moments. And that's pretty much how my year goes, you know, from year in and year out.
Okay.
Gotta love them flowers.
Hey man, it's the little things, man, that
Yeah.
you know,
It
that
is.
sustain you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, me personally, I turned 60 this year, and was caught by surprise how much reflection. When the clock struck 12, this is no exaggeration. I'm not gassing anybody. When the clock struck 12 and I knew I was 60, I had a flashback of every good thing that had ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
Every good thing. It was not interrupted with any setback, any tragic situation, but every good thing that I had happened to me in my life. I sat there and I was watching a little movie. I was watching a movie, man. Watching this movie and was, when it was over, and it's to be continued because there's plenty of sequel room in this shit, right? When it was over, what ended up happening was I have never felt so grateful in my life. And that's the guys on the truth. I'm not gassing it. I have communicated this to my brothers, to anybody who wanted to listen. Because I'm a thinker, so I can always find the negative in everything, the good. To me, I believe in God. So I know God, what he did for me in this situation was, let me get you the fuck out of your own way. This is you, all the way up to 60. I was like, Lord have mercy. You understand? Because you got to think about it, the good times. And guys, let me know if you felt like this. I think so much that it brought on anxiety. And when I should have been celebrating, I did not celebrate to 100%. Has this ever happened to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
If it has, comment on it.
It definitely has, man. Definitely has.
So what was your opinion about it? If you can speak on it.
It made me realize, man, that in celebratory situations, man, I'm not altogether secure about feeling good about it, man.
Is that conditioning, or is it something personal?
It's definitely something personal.
Okay.
It's definitely something personal.
Yeah, that's deep right now.
And no matter, because I've never had a time where, it's been like, yeah, I graduated today, but my puppy died. So anything as extreme as that, but, low confidence, man, self-esteem issues, it's just, it's like stopping to smell the roses with a stuffed up nose.
Got you.
Yeah, for real.
That's why you got to take it through your nose and your mouth so we can eat. If you can't smell it, you can taste it.
Yes, indeed. DJ.
Yes, sir. So let me say this. The older or more mature I get, the better it is, the sweeter the smell is. The things that used to worry me, man, I don't give a damn about no more. I do not care. If I look in my closet and I got some suits that I ain't wearing, man, I took a whole closet full of clothes and took them and put them on in my truck, drove up to the Goodwill store, and they said, how much you want for them? I said, I don't want nothing. I ain't wearing shit. It just in the closet collecting dust, shoes, everything. I realized that's not important anymore. That's why I'm asking you brothers about relationship, because I want to grow. I want to be better tomorrow than I was yesterday.
Gotcha.
Because you know what? The days pass by so fast. I mean, tomorrow ain't promised. And when it comes, it's going to be a blur. It's a blur. This year's passed by so fast, man. So I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm not trying. I really am. And any opportunity that I can get to better myself, that's why I'm here tonight. When Keith offered this to me, it was no hesitation. I'm like, I'm on it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Because being with cats, man, that are worldly men that know what the hell they're talking about, that's what I'm talking. That's where I'm at. Young dudes can't tell me shit. Let me back up. They really can't tell me a lot. If you're gonna teach me and talk about things, then you need to learn from people that have been through things or that are going through things. That's the way I look at it a little bit.
Damon, what you think?
It's real simple. I'm like DJ. It's real simple for me, man. I could be watching something that's real serious on TV or whatever, and I sit there and I'll look at it and I'll be like, man, I really don't give a damn about this, man. Why am I wasting time, bro? And then I start thinking about, man, I never get that time back, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I will walk away without any stress or regret or whatsoever. And it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna waste time, having feelings about something I ain't got no control over, man. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not being callous in that. I'm just being, that's this self-preservation.
Gotcha. I got you. So let me get this right, DJ. Let me get this right.
Uh-oh.
You made a decision not to be Sugar Shab anymore.
Sugar Shab, man. That's
Shab.
right. That's right. I'm on the team, man. Put me on the team. Put me in the game. Hey, and then let me do my part. Let me play point guard, and if I'm scoring points, I'm good. If I don't, then you pull me out the game. I ain't gonna cry. You put me on the bench because I just wasn't good enough at that point. As long as you let me in the game and play, I'm happy.
No doubt.
Yeah. I'm the same way, man. I used to be into that dressing a certain way and all that, man. No, all I care about is wearing the clothes that make me stand up straight or look like I'm standing up straight.
Look. That's it for me. Coming from here, back here again. Yes, sir. You got to be conscious of it.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this, man. DJ, you brought it up. When it comes to interaction with young guys these days,
oh Lord, Jesus,
what is your take on it?
You want me to be honest?
No, hold on. What is your give and take on it? And yes, I want you to be honest.
So let me take the 20 years as a cop out of it. I'm gonna just throw it aside because I'm not anymore. And that's the way I used to look at it, like that. So now I'm like, okay, let me understand what they're talking about first. Like, listen to what they say. Like, these dudes, YNS Gully and Lil Durk and Lil Breezy and Chris Breezy and all this, and try to listen to what they're saying so that I can learn to properly communicate and to understand what they're saying, because no matter what we disagree with, our time is going to be over and it's going to be their world. So I need to learn how to listen, navigate through that puzzle that they living in, so that I can be able to manipulate and to be able to communicate and to be successful in the years that I have left. Because they ain't gonna change for what I say. They ain't give a damn about what I say. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I understand what they're saying, like I went to the tire shop. The dude was changing my tires. And I used to talk over cats. And the dude was talking, man. And when he got done changing my tires, I said, hey man, what you said about such, you might want to try this. And he looked at me amazed. He's like, man, you were listening to me? I said, yeah. That's the new me. Because the old me was like, I don't give a damn, it's gonna be like this, man. Do this right here, you're gonna be all right. Does that make sense, Keith? Am I on track?
Makes sense. Jaquar.
Well, for me, man, like through my job, I spend a lot of time, with young men, and over the years, when I was privileged to hear what certain one's opinion of me was, it wasn't, my humor, which is always present. It wasn't my presence, my authority, or anything like that. The thing that always got next to dudes who society would finger as incorrigible. It was my patience. It was my patience. I had a young man tell me, you know, above all else, man, that was one thing that he learned from me.
Wow.
That was huge. That was huge for me, man. You know, because I would go, you know, I do groups, you know, throughout the week or whatever, man. You know, and I used to write things down, man, so I could have something prepared, you know, to say for the group or whatever. But you know, after hearing that, I realized that it didn't even matter, because you know, I remember that as a young man, rarely did I listen to what the old head had to say, but I paid attention to how he conducted himself.
Wow, say that again, man, because that was powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, rarely did I listen to what the old head had to say, but I paid attention to how he conducted himself.
Wow.
Yeah. Damon, did you know?
No, for me, it's real simple, man. I try not to be a damn hypocrite, man, because when you're young, you do and say stupid shit. First of all, and second of all, if I am asked, I'll be like, no, you know, if I see somebody doing something jacked up or going down the wrong road, and I'm, you know, I have to be asked, you know, first of all. And if I do give my opinion, my statement is, what if you continue to do this, but what if you live till you're 80 years old, man? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna continue to keep doing the same stuff, or the consequences of your young life is gonna affect the old you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that, man. Consider it. And I'll leave it like that, man. You know, then they can make up their own mind how they conduct themselves.
Wow.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because all three of you gentlemen have daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm asking this question to be fair. Communication wise, what do you think is the most important when it's interacting with young women these days?
As a father, or as what we should have done, or what we have done?
No, not what you should have done. I'm talking about where you are right now. Well, it's kind of what you should have done, DJ.
Okay.
But it's a mix of everything. I'm asking about your wisdom on, if you're in position, what is the kind of advice or patience or anything when it comes to dealing with young women?
So for me, that's easy, because for me, like I said, I'm a girl dad. So I've always learned to listen to my daughter. Like, I would just stop talking and I let her tell me what, and I would ad lib. That was my baby girl, my one and only. So, and as I became into military, dealing with young female Marines, and then dealing in law enforcement, and even now, I've learned to it's just that little knack that you have to have. I'm really hard on dudes, man, because that's just the way it is. But with females, man, it's just a natural thing that I have, that I can listen and absorb that, understand, and then be able to give them feedback to make them comfortable, to let them know that I understand, I'm listening to what you're saying. And I'm more than just giving you a one-sided view. I'm collaborating with you. I'm sharing that conversation so that we both understand, and it can help you get where you got to be, if that makes sense.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just it.
Okay. Jaquari.
Dealing with young ladies, man, you know, I take a page from DJ's book, man. You know, it's a very purposeful way that I am with young ladies. And I tell them, like, look, in this situation, more than likely, I don't know, and I'm not asking, but more than likely, you know, dad might not be around, you know. So it's important for me as an older black man to show you as a young black woman, you know, the potential of a man. Not necessarily a mate, but you know, somebody that's well rounded and just well adjusted, so they understand, what the baseline is.
Wow.
This is the baseline, and I, as many times as I've tried to exceed it, either in a positive or negative way, no matter, depending on the situation, I've always been the baseline.
Gotcha.
So anything I do outside of being who I am is going to be a lie. So that's the same advice I'll give a young man. Pay attention to who you're talking to. Understand that through those casual conversations, you're being gifted with information. Information is a blessing.
Yeah.
Because you can either use it or you can throw it to the side.
Okay.
True that.
Amen.
It's situational, man. You know what I'm saying? Because most times, especially my daughters, they already know the answer. You know what I'm saying? They already know where I'm gonna come with. Just my approach and how, it's about trust. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they already have some idea where they're going with it. I'm just bolstering, you know what I'm saying, giving them confidence in what decisions they want to make in their lives, man. And just trusting in that. I mean, everybody make mistakes, whatever. Learn from them shits, man, and be better. Trust yourself. If you feel a certain way about something, there might be some truth to it. You might be on to something. Trust in it. And another thing, get out of your damn head talking about saving the motherfucker. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and if you run into something like that, you run as far away from it as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? You not Jesus. You don't need to be trying to save no damn body but yourself.
are you talking about the as far as in their relationships?
Relationships, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Not playing them games.
I'm gonna tell you, I got two things. You saying that, Damon, reminded me of what I wanted to talk about earlier. I was talking to a good friend. He's a barber. Talking to him. He's a girl. He has a son, but he's a girl dad. He got two daughters. And he said to me, I want to get this correct. Rico, shout out to Rico. Rico McCoy, my man.
Brother.
What Rico said was he didn't want his daughter to take care of any man. Wanted her to be self-sufficient, right? And I respected that. But what I asked him, and this is the question I ask you guys, in teaching your daughters to be self-sufficient, could it backfire because you're teaching them to be independent? And if they take it to the point where they don't want to listen if they don't agree, y'all feeling what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
Could it backfire, in your opinion? And we'll start with you, Jaquari.
Well, first of all, man, any father that sees fit to teach his daughter any skill set, needs to be applauded. Needs to be applauded. Now, whether or not she chooses to, live her life independently and wear it as a badge of honor, that's entirely on her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, I think it'd be a good thing for us as fathers to teach our daughters that, even though you do possess this skill set, in getting this particular business taken care of, it'd probably be better if you did it with your husband or with your.
It's tricky. It's tricky, ain't it? It's kind of tricky. Yeah. That's why I even asked.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all if he gardened and your daddy taught you how to garden, get out there and garden together.
Gotcha. DJ.
So my daughter's a monster, for sure. She got 2 little boys. I'm not sharing this with y'all. I hope it don't backfire on me, but you know how they do. They got a family. They doing their thing. I told her, hey, don't be dependent. Have your own, and then have it together. But hey, in case the curtain falls, you got something, because you're gonna get everything I got. You're gonna get everything I'm leaving, everything to my baby, because I only got one. But I said, don't wait for that. Have your own. Don't wait for a cat to do nothing for you and them boys, because I'm gonna make sure them boys got it. Damn it, I don't care what old boy do. That's cool. Learn your craft, master your craft, master your life. Show that cat that, hey, I am self-sustaining. I can hold my own, and together we're gonna have this. And if you decide to step out, I'm gonna be all right. Don't put your hands on my daughter. We ain't doing that. And then if you ain't right, send her home to me. Send them home to me in this little 1,500 square foot house I got, and we're gonna build her back up, and she gonna go ahead.
Okay.
Simple as that. We ain't playing. No, we don't play all that stuff.
Okay.
We about business, and we stand on it 10 toes up.
No doubt. So, Damon, do you think giving your daughter independence could it backfire in any way? And should you throw different caveats into that teaching?
I don't think it's going to backfire at all. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, on a selfish level, what's going to give me peace of mind is that she can take care of herself.
Yes. Yes.
So, well, I'm gonna go off of that premise. But when it comes to a relationship, my only hope is that she finds somebody who's willing to build something with her. You know what I'm saying? They build something together. You know. And I think the rest of what you step up, like DJ said, don't put your hands on them, because I ain't putting up with that shit. But no, I don't. Independence, absolutely. You know, and there's nothing wrong with somebody to meet you equally. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, to have that expectation. You know.
Gotcha.
So yeah, man. Independence is you know, I put that high up on the scale, man. You know.
Okay, and me personally, I agree with you guys, and really and truly, I'm a student because you guys experienced this. So I'm gonna take your word for it because I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I just think that sometimes we gotta take, and this is men and women, we gotta take the ego out of independence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, you know, my nieces and DJ, your daughter, can take care of their business. They own it. You know what I'm saying? But if they become judgmental, and I'm not saying this is happening, but if they become judgmental, it'll hurt their relationship. You know what I mean? Because of the person that they picked might be less ambitious or be on their job more than them. See what I'm saying? So you got to keep the lines of communication and take the ego out of it. Like, yo, man, motherfucker, you ain't doing your job. And he probably didn't do something one or 2 times, but you know, you feeling away one day and say something, being human, say something that's snipey. Now all of a sudden, you know, it might be some feelings caught. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
Now,
let me ask you this.
Before you move on, though, man, I will say this, man, as far as my daughter's concerned, they got good men in their life, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed in that regard, so I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Same thing.
That's real. So let me ask you a question. When it comes to when your daughter was dating when she was in a serious committed relationship, when it comes to the men in their lives, how do they conduct themselves? Let me mute you for a second, DJ, so you can hear this question. How do they conduct themselves when they come into your life? I mean, into your house. What is the standard when that young man walk into your home?
That's simple. Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ.
Oh, first of all, when he comes to my door, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm not your pal, buddy, friend, whatever. I don't know you, cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm her father. When you respect that, you respect her, and then we go from there. We build a relationship. If it's gonna be, if it's a one-night deal or 1 week deal, and y'all moving on, and that's between y'all two. But when you come in here, you got to understand there's a standard, and it's not going to change. If you want respect, you won't respect me. I'm gonna respect you, but you got to earn that shit. That shit ain't easy.
If he walks into your house, sorry to interrupt. If he walks into your house, because this is what I'm getting at. If he walks into your house, even if it's a big family event, and he does not come and introduce himself to you, how will you feel about that? Take that
I'm gonna pull that young man aside. I'm gonna say, come on, let's go outside for a minute. We're gonna talk. I'm such and such.
So DJ, it's your responsibility when he does that. Him being out of pocket, you take the responsibility. Like, yo,
absolutely.
Go ahead.
Because it's my place. He obviously don't know whether his daddy, his granddaddy. We black men, we all have a spot, a place. If I meet an 85-year-old today, let's say I meet Keith Armstrong, you're 85 years old. I'm gonna deal with you, Mr. Armstrong. How you doing, sir? I see you having a bad day. How can I be of service to you? Yeah. That's a business. And that's how we're going to do. I'm not going to embarrass him. If the whole family is there, I'm going to put him on the side and say, this is what you're going to do so that you know henceforth. If he doesn't understand with that, get to stepping. Get your motherfucking ass on down the road. Damn all that. But if he says, I understand, sir, then we're going to start. Now, this is how we're going to do. Yeah. I'm DJ, or you can call me Mr. Johnson, until you earn that, and then we cool. Simple as that. It ain't complicated.
Damn it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not just saying it, man, because you know these my babies, but my girls ain't gonna put up with that shit, man.
Hold on. I know you got it well. I'm saying to you, if this just so happens, what is your response?
My response, if it actually happens?
Yeah.
My response honestly would be, he ain't gonna last. You know
so you won't say anything to him?
It all depends, man. You know what I'm saying? If he come in flexing with his chest out and shit. If he come in with his chest out, then I'm stepping to him.
Yeah,
and my daughter gonna be mad at me and shit because I'm digging in his chest.
Yeah, I got you.
But my girl is gonna be like, "Hey, man, that's my dad. Did you just walk past my dad, man?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how my girls is. So.
Okay. Jaquari.
Yeah, well, you know, as my brothers Keith and Damon know, man, you know, my daughter's been married for, you know, several years, happily married. And when my son-in-law first started coming around, you know, it was easy to tell that they was in love. You know what I mean? Because he was always around.
Yeah.
You know, and our relationship developed over the years. You know, but in the beginning it was stiff. You know, and I think the stiffness came from both directions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we was feeling each other out. You know, and that's an expectation I have of any man in any situation that meets me. I expect to be felt out. And if I've ever got to come to a point where I have to say, well, this is how things go in my house, then that's where my problem goes. That's where my problem comes from, because there's certain information that my daughter, you know, should have already conveyed before we even met. Now, if you choose to come into my space and still conduct yourself in a way,
okay,
you know, I have to help you find some understanding.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, Keith. Hey,
Yeah.
Keith. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So you guys have had this podcast, what, 5-6 years now?
No, but it's we're going on 2.5 now, brother.
Feel like it's longer. Somebody asked me a question, man. This is deep, and I couldn't answer it. They asked me, what's the difference between those three brothers? Like, who's the leader? Who's the philosopher? Who's the organizer? Can y'all briefly break this down? Because people really want to know who is what. And nobody's never asked this question, but I ain't scared, so I'm going to ask. Who is what with y'all three brothers, man? Because y'all all alpha males, man, just in different ways. Can you briefly explain who's what in this situation so people in America will know?
Well,
I mean,
I'll speak on it first. I was the first one of the Armstrong children. So, with that being said, my parents gave me the responsibility of my two brothers.
okay.
They didn't put me in charge of them. They gave me the responsibility. Meaning that everything that I say and I do is including them when we're together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And really and truly, that's the best way I can answer it.
Okay.
Because see, we're all three of us are strong-willed people.
In different ways.
My brothers will sit there, if they know I'm pissed off, they're gonna sit there and listen to on my rant. They're gonna listen to it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I take it seriously when my parents put me in charge of the three of us.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Next.
That's a hard question, man.
I mean, just briefly, how do you think you fit in, as far as their family structure? Take your time, it's okay.
Now, if you look at this, man, just to add a little more to it, the three of us are responsible for each other. That's how we always been.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
Every way that we move together, all three of us are responsible for each other. Me, when I got it first, and that's the one thing my brothers will tell you. When I got it first, I took it back to them. You see what I'm saying? Because the three of us know what it meant to be without.
Okay.
So when I was blessed to get something, I'm like, oh shit.
I think he
I'm
froze
going
up.
back to them.
Yeah.
Damien, go ahead. Dakari, go ahead.
That's our shit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
But I mean, I'm their oldest son, basically.
Okay.
At some point in time, I done had keys to both their houses. So as far as a particular role, I mean, I couldn't really say, but it's I understand that that there's a pecking order, but I don't mind because these are my brothers.
Okay. Wow. So the reason I asked that question is because let's say there's a situation when everybody doesn't agree. You might not, all three of y'all might not agree with it. And you say, you know what? We'll let it go because we're on the podcast, but after the show is over, we'll talk about it, we'll fix it. Is that more or less what I'm trying to get at? I mean, that's all I'm saying is who's like the one that says, you know what, let's try this time. And the next time we'll do that versus, going on and with the process, if that makes sense.
Bro, you gotta understand something. You said it earlier. We all grown men. The best thing that ever happened to me I'm gonna tell you this. In my 20s, the best thing that ever happened to me is me not seeing myself as the big brother anymore, but seeing myself as the brother to two grown-ass dudes.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm with
Because
you.
I was bringing back knowledge. But then when I looked up, they had knowledge to give me.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, look, the three of us, I tell people this all the time, and this is my opinion about it. The three of us think the same, but we got our own way of doing it.
That's what I'm saying right there. That's what I wanted to hear. That's all.
I
Go
think
ahead, Damon. I just want to hear our perspective. Go ahead, Damon.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I think all three of us are a representation of our father. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? No nonsense, private family man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? And we close knit. You know, and we pretty much, you know, our lives are pretty much intertwined, you know, and together all our kids love us and each other and all that, man. We just a strong family. And like I said, we are all a representation of some part or some aspects of who our father was.
Okay. That's deep. That is really deep for real. Wow.
but you know, like I said, that's the funny thing is, like I said, when I released the pecking order when it came to my brothers acknowledged the pecking order because I was the oldest, out of respect, right?
Okay.
Then I showed them. I'm talking about in our 20s. I showed them, fuck the pecking order. We clicked up. You know what I'm saying? We enjoyed being around each other.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is something that happened about a month ago. I was talking to Keith, and I said, Keith, man, you ain't the boss of me. And he said it with the most serious voice I've ever heard in my life. You know what he said?
What he say?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And DJ, it's like a 30-second pause.
I know.
It's like a 30-second pause. He said, I am the boss of you, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
No, look, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
that's the
shit.
thing about it. We hold each other accountable, man. You know,
Okay.
that's one thing about it. Our egos don't get in the way, because you gotta understand we're alphas in all of our worlds, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know,
I feel that.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. The five of us, I'm talking about my parents and the three of us,
Okay.
went through so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And how we responded was we linked up and said, we're going to get through this shit. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Don't know how. But guess what? Better days is coming.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
when I
got
went off to college, 2 years older than Damon, 8 years older than Jaquari, they'll tell you. They'll tell you.
That old. You're a year older than me.
Listen, it's 15 months, so you know I'm rounding that shit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, I'm sorry. He just turned 59.
Yeah.
Hey, Damon, give me my shit, man.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
I'm 2 years old in his ass, and you know.
But this is what I'm saying to you. Everything I got, man, it was crazy. I wanted to give them that same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It even came down to the basic where I would come home and I would bring extra shit home from Pitt because I knew they was going to steal my shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But the reason I asked this, because, people want to know, because y'all are doing a professional podcast and you only gonna give so much. I understand that. You're not gonna tell what size socks you wear. But people kind of want to know who they're dealing with. And that's why I put it out there because as far as I know, people never ask. And so if they want to get more personable, they'll know. Like, if you don't mind me asking, Jacory, what do you do for a living as a professional?
Oh, I teach life skills to at-risk youth, man.
Wow.
At a juvenile detention center.
Yeah. That's a heavy burden right there, man. Especially today.
It is, man. But you know, when I boil it down, shit, I'm a male home ec teacher, basically. You know,
I'm not laughing because that I'm laughing at you, but you just broke that down so damn simply, and it's the truth. You teaching them life skills.
Yeah. Wow. Damon, go ahead. If you don't mind me asking.
I think that when it comes to the three of us, you know what I'm saying, we it's about your character, you know what I'm saying? We are definitely for the underdog, you know what I'm saying? We root for the underdog. We stand on our convictions when we are who we are and we live by it, you know what I'm saying? Right. And it comes out, you know what I'm saying, in our interaction. You know, and we know, and plus, you know, growing up, we always knew we had people behind us, man, that was paying attention. You know, so we just, you know, basically fell into our roles. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know, all three. I've been with my wife 40 years. Key been with his 38. How many years y'all been together, Jaquan?
Bunch.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
You know,
that's amazing. Wow.
Look, when it comes to this marriage thing, we was raised by the right people, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's real. All right, last thing of the night. You guys you're at the age that you are. Jaquan, you're 52. Damon, you're 59. DJ, you're 62.
63?
63.
Yes,
I'm 60. I'm 60. Tell me, using this phrase, I will blank this year. I will fill in the blank this year. I'm gonna let it marinate for a second, give you guys the chance to think it over. You know what I mean? Because I think at our age, man, we've been conditioned to think, especially me and DJ, we've been conditioned to think that it's time to shut it down and it's time to go into retirement and your golden years and shit. Until I reach this shit and I'm like, well, damn, I feel like I'm still 30.
Yeah. That's true.
I still feel like I'm 30 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
And it's like, just like I told you guys before, when I turned 60, when I reflected on every good thing that ever happened, I'm talking about buying some fucking penny candy good thing, right? It made me realize that no matter how much time I got on this earth, I'm going to live it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So it's been marinated enough. DJ, we're going to start with you.
I will travel more this year.
Okay. Tell us why.
But because I put that behind, I put everything head, and I'm like, you know what? I want to see more before I lay it down, because there's going to come a time when I can't do it. So I'm going to Miami in January. I'm going to Vegas in April, and my goal is to go to California this summer. Okay. Now, how it happens, it's going to happen. This time next year, if I'm blessed enough to be on this podcast, I am going to accomplish those goals, but I am going to travel more this fiscal year of 2025. You can put money on that.
Okay. Put money on
that. This year, I will. Well, I plan to attempt to create an alternative revenue stream, man. Just trying to have something to do, man, and hopefully something that'll help to maintain my retirement, man.
Okay. Damon.
What I'm gonna do this year, man, is find some way to convince my wife to retire so we can stay gone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every weekend we gonna be some damn way eating what they call it when they bring you food in your hotel room.
Lobster,
All that,
filet mignon.
everything. You know what I'm gonna do that. Do it no more. That's my promise.
Right.
The traveling, man.
Good.
Man,
I will.
that's it.
Okay. My answer to this is I will see us become greater.
Yeah.
I will see us become greater. All right, man. This has been a fast 2 hours for us, man. I love this shit. Malika says, be intentional about whatever you say you want to do. Nike it. Just
Just
do it.
do it. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
old school. That's old school.
No doubt.
Yep.
Any last words before?
Hey, DJ, man, it's been a long time, brother. It's been good seeing you, man.
Thank you.
Always enjoy your energy.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Appreciate
You know where we're gonna be on Fridays, man. Anytime. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For real.
Fellas, it's been a good show, and I look forward to the next time. And yeah, that's it.
DJ, any last words, brother?
I just appreciate it. Appreciate y'all having me here and learning, processing it. And we're going to be okay.
No doubt. Damon, last words.
Yeah, man. I've been gone for a month. This is my first time back, man. Boy, it took me time to get back flowing again, but back in the saddle, brothers. You know.
Good to have
Glad
you.
you're back, man. Glad
Yeah,
you're back.
man. Appreciate it, man.
I got 2 words. And my cousin and sister cousin Malika said it. Go Lions.
Damn right.
You damn right.
We'll see.
And yo, happy birthday, Damon.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Damon's birthday was yesterday? Yes,
Yeah.
yesterday.
All right.
No. He don't have the worst birthday. He has one of those momentous birthdays where you rolling in presents and then you get another present. So he got the right birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, look here.
26.
People always ask me, man, did I get cheated? Hell no. You ain't gonna blow that blood on my 2 days. I'm good.
No doubt. All right, well, listen, we out.
Baby. Appreciate it.
The Strong Perspective Podcast. Please go like, share, and subscribe on our channel. Push us up. Look, we looking real skinny right now, but push us up to 1,000 and we're gonna see the world. Because that's what I'm saying. We're gonna see the world. But we kind of emaciated right now with our subscribers. Go ahead and subscribe to us, please. And this is Strong Perspective. We here every Friday at 7:30 with great guests. DJ, thank you again, brother. Appreciate you, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Great guests, great conversation. And we out of here.
Happy New Year.